Tonight, a Fort Myers man furious, saying he was attacked by a police canine officer.
But a witness tells us it was all a case of mistaken identity. 4 in Your Corner investigator Mike Mason joining us now with a story you'll only see on Fox 4. Mike?
Yeah, that man tells us officers were looking for someone else when they found him sleeping under a tree. That's when he awoke to a vicious attack.
I had to get to the point where I was begging him to have the dog stop biting me, and that was where I got scared.
31-year-old Michael Diaz still shaken up after he says he was attacked by a police canine last Thursday. That's from the dog?
Yeah,
okay,
dog
let's
bite.
See this. This is dog bite?
Yes, sir.
Diaz helpless as the dog tore his clothing to shreds, his entire back pocket ripped out of his pants.
The dog literally grabbed my wallet from my butt and took it off with my pants with him.
Photos taken afterwards document what Diaz says are bite marks and scratches from the canine's claws. Now, less than a week later, Diaz still has many visible wounds. So this is from the dog here,
yep.
Right?
Claw marks.
However, his emotional wounds may never heal.
I got to the point where I was screaming and crying and begging him that I would get naked. Like, what do I need to do in order to, I literally said the words, I would get naked for you to prove I'm not dangerous. Like, I don't know what else you want me to do at this point.
Diaz says Lee County deputies were searching for another man when they found him laying on the ground outside this hotel off Daniels Parkway.
I was in a dead sleep when I woke up to the dog on top of me. I started screaming, I started yelling, I could see somebody behind the shepherd. I started begging for help to have this person, please have your dog stop biting me. Didn't notice it was an officer until he tackled me on top, and he was restraining me. He was yelling at me to shut up.
Diaz says he was taking a nap underneath these trees when the dog attacked him. The manager of the Circle K says officers then came into the store and admitted they had the wrong guy, but the surveillance cameras won't help to explain what happened because they're pointed in the opposite direction. Diaz since contacting attorney Scott Weinberg.
Well, first of all, to have a dog apprehend somebody who is asleep is textbook excessive use of deadly force.
Weinberg already represents a man who's suing the GORDA Police Department for sticking a canine on him. That incident, captured on dash cam video, shows the German Shepherd biting the man for nearly 2 minutes. Diaz hopes his horrible attack doesn't happen to anyone else.
I was recommended by somebody to speak with somebody in internal affairs, specifically that might help me get somebody to be interested or care what happened in the situation.
Diaz says after the attack, he had to walk 4 miles to Gulf Coast Regional Hospital to get treated for his injuries. He plans to file a complaint against the deputy who was in charge of the canine. We reached out to the Lee County Sheriff's Office yesterday for information about last week's incident. Now, more than 30 hours later, we still have not received that report. In the newsroom, Mike Mason, Fox 4, in your corner.
The Trail Cafe and Grill is